the job is 100% remote, which totally fits my lifestyle. I can work from home whatever time in day that I like. The company that I managed to join is big. It's got a lot of training resources. I can see that the people over here in this corporate environment are not really pushy about results, so they want the employees to be happy. So as to they remain in their positions. I would say they sent me a brand new laptop to work on the week before I started the role. They've got plenty of benefits, so I guess. Well, I can't ask for much more than that.
So I'm here with my client, Konstantinos, who just landed a fully remote senior developer role at EPAM Systems, and we are doing a quick interview to talk about how he got here. So Konstantinos, maybe just to give the viewers a bit context on where you were when you came first to join the program.
So when I joined the program, I was working as a senior Angular dev in Luxembourg in a role that was mostly remote. And now I have returned back home in Greece for a similar role, but with more responsibilities on the mentoring side and on I would say far more complex project to work on as a front-end developer. My previous role was with a small, let's say, local company in the telecoms market, and right now I will be working for a big bank or a global organization called EPAM. So yeah, there are big differences between the two roles.
Yeah, maybe before getting into the differences, why did you switch the role in the first place? What happened in between?
Oh, well, what happened was that I was working as a contractor for my previous role, with my contract being signed every year. And at last moment, last December, when I was about to sign a new contract, many contractors got laid off. So I had to start again from scratch to redo my CV and do the job search.
But when you came to the program, at that point you were not laid off, right? Did you predict that something like that might happen, or why you decided to join?
Yes, I had predicted that, because even from the previous summer of 2024, I had seen many colleagues being laid off, and this trend just didn't stop for the last, I would say, 18 months. So yeah, it was quite possible that since I was also in a project that was in a maintenance phase and not much new development and mostly bug fixing, that at some point I would also be in that position.
Yeah. And then when that happened, the layoff, you, I believe, didn't do interviews for a while, right? At that point, because you had the contractor role. So how was it going back to the market and applying for interviews?
It was tough. I hadn't done interviews the last 5 years, almost 5 years. I didn't even know where my last CV was, to be honest. And when I found it, really, it wasn't in a state that I could, easily use it. So
Yeah.
I redone my CV thanks to the template you gave me, which was really, really helpful. And actually, it was your template that I used in order to apply for all these positions. And this CV that I used when recruiters were approaching me. So I would say thanks to this, when I got approached by the recruiter on LinkedIn, that she got really interested and wanted to kick off this process.
Mm-hmm. And then what about after that point when you were getting the interviews? Was it easy for you to get back on interviews after 5 years? And what was the challenge there?
No, it wasn't easy because I wasn't, although I knew that my role would end, I didn't have really a lot of time then to start preparing for the typical, let's say, computer science interviews with data structures and algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to start studying on this subject. Now, you gave me some pretty useful links that helped a lot. And also, we did a mock interview with live coding. Now, that was really helpful because before I do this, I was pretty confident that I was going to do well at the mock interview. And I did not perform so well as I expected. Okay, that was a bit of an eye opener for me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I changed a little bit my approach. I kept on practicing until finally the two interviews I had with the companies in Greece, I said I passed their technical tests like pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I hadn't have those links that you sent me to start practicing, and I was gonna follow my own route, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have done as good. So that's the truth. And also, you gave me some React material to study through your program. Because I was also interviewing for React positions. So that was also really helpful to Hike.
Mm. Yeah, that's great. So now you landed this one right after last one that we prepared for the last page. So what does it look like, the new role, and how do you feel? What parts do you like about it, like remote aspect or something else?
Yeah. So I mean, the job is 100% remote, which totally fits my lifestyle. I can work from home whatever time in day that I like. The company that I managed to join is big. It's got a lot of training resources. I can see that the people over here in this corporate environment are not really pushy about results. So they want the employees to be happy.
Mm.
So as to they remain in their positions. I would say they sent me a brand new laptop to work on the week before I started the role. They've got plenty of benefits. So I guess, well, I can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah. So also does it seem like more stable than the previous contractor role?
It definitely has more, more, let's say, add-ons.
Mm.
The training possibilities are much expanded. There are a lot of tools that I haven't discovered. I have this HR induction presentations this week where they will explain to me all that is offered to a new dev.
Mhm. Yeah, that's great. And what changed in terms of your responsibilities? You'll now be also mentoring juniors, right? And what else?
Yeah, so I will be, let's say, I have to get onboarded first, and then the engineering manager sees in me the person that will have to eventually lead the front end. There are another two devs in the team which I would have to mentor at some point. Now, this includes pair programming, code reviews, creating tasks on the Azure board, and so yeah, this is a challenge for me because I haven't done it in that extent. So I've helped devs in the past, but not in a way to be considered their mentor. So okay, this is a challenge that it's a welcoming challenge, which will also let me grow, help me grow as well. So of course, yeah, I accept it, and hopefully I'll do my best. Huh?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it will go well as well. So also about the program or overall working together, what would you say was the most useful thing or part for you?
The most useful thing for me was that whenever I needed help, you could step in and guide me at the exact problem that I was facing. So, for example, prior to learning again all this data structure and algorithm stuff, or whenever I finished some knowledge doing, then I was able to do the interview. Or, for example, on a previous interview where I was also told that I was going to be asked system design questions, then again you told me you had this material ready for me to work on it as well. So I think the most important thing is that you were like my some kind of right hand. Whenever I need help, then you could offer a solution like pretty fast. I have the feeling that I have is that I'm not sure I would be able to land this kind of role as fast as I did if it wasn't for you, right? If it wasn't for you. So yeah, so I'm grateful for this hike.
Yeah, great to see also you land the role. But also on that point, how long did it take you from being laid off to landing this new role?
I would say it took me between 2 to 3 months because, yeah, the first month I was just exploring what I would do in the future, and then I took it seriously. So I would say, yeah, 2 to 3 months of learning, practicing coding, looking at the CV again. So I think it's quite good as a period because I wasn't ready to start applying again. Like I didn't have my CV ready. I wasn't up to date with some technical challenges. So I think it's a normal period. Or I would say maybe even quite quick to land this kind of role between the two jobs. Yeah.
Yeah. And how does it feel now that you just finished with this all interviews and everything, and you can focus on your job only?
Well, I'm really glad the interviewing era is over. I'll definitely keep the CV that I restructured thanks to your help, and keep it more like a live document that I will be updating in case something happens in the future. And yeah, I'm really glad it's over, and hopefully I will come back to the program for some more learning stuff other than the front end. That would be helpful for my career, I would think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, you're still here for, of course, getting onboarded and getting the support during this time as well. And lastly, I would say most people who are still around watching to this point are probably considering whether they should apply to the program, whether they should join or not. So what will be your suggestion to these guys?
I had the same thoughts. Like, I guess it's normal. Everyone has. But even if I had my CV ready and it was in a great state, or even if I was really knowledgeable on data structures, still it would give me just the guidance that you provide, or going online on the system design meetings, or the behavioral meetings, or the mock interview meetings, where you get to hear the real people and their problems, is really valuable, I would say. And also, of course, your roadmap helps a lot, even if you have a job or not, in order to progress further technically. So I would say to the new people that are thinking about it, it's well worth the investment.
Yeah, great. Yeah, well, congrats on your new role again, and thanks for this session.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks a lot.